Right everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to this new video. So today I'm going to be showing you the bike that I've bought to start racing on basically. I'm going to tell you a bit about the bike and a bit about the reasons why I choose that bike in that class to enter racing basically. I'm going to do a full walk around the bike. I'm going to show you everything the bike has really. I haven't actually done much. I haven't done any sort of upgrades to the bike at all. The bike is basically the bike I got it from the owner minus one major thing, but we'll go into that after the full walk around of the video. We'll talk about some of the problems we've had with the bike, which has forced me to change something major, but we'll get to that after the walk around of the bike. So yeah, I just want to say thanks for clicking on this video. We're going to go out and walk around the bike now. If you do enjoy this video, please do give it a like rating and subscribe as well. And yeah, we'll go around and show you the bike now. This is us right now in the sunlight. Ginger hair and getting cooked, usual for us gingers. Anyway, so yeah, this is us going to be walking around the bike. So without further ado, here she is. There she is there in all of her glory. So this is a 1992 FZR 400 3TJ. Okay, so it's a 400. So it'll be in the lightweight super sport class over here in Ireland. Yeah, I thought the 400 class was probably a good class to go into. They're a great bike to ride, everyone says it. They're great fun to ride. Now it is 31-year-old now, so parts are a bit hard to get, but we know quite a lot of people in and around the 400 paddock, and you know everything is available when you go looking for it, sort of thing. Yeah, 400s, it's a nice class, you know. It's for someone who's never rode bikes really. For someone 6 foot like me, I'm not fitting on a Moto 3 or 300 or anything like that. I do fit on these pretty well considering my size. You know, a lot of people didn't think I would have fit on it, but I do fit on it quite well. And yeah, it's a great class. The numbers in the class, especially in the south, have been pretty promising actually over the last few years, but unfortunately due to insurance reasons this year there is no Southern Championship going ahead. And the 400s on the Ulster Superbike Championship have came alive sort of this year. There's probably realistically only been 5 or 6 over the last few years, but this year the numbers have grown them, so it looks like the Ulster Superbike Championship is gaining of the no racing in the south basically. So we'll go back a few things. So I haven't actually upgraded the bike like I said earlier, so a few things the bike came standard with. It does have upgraded brake calipers, so it's got the R1 gold spots on it. They've changed the radiator, so I think it's a ZX6 radiator, and it is customised to fit the Ram Air kit that you can run on the 400s, but it's a bit wouldn't be the cleanest of jobs, so maybe when we get everything sorted try to tidy up a bit. It does run a standard master cylinder, so it's just a standard FZR 400 master cylinder. Suspension wise, it is the RRSP forks in it with R6 stanchions, so the forks are standard with the R6 stanchions. In the rear suspension we do have a Maxton fully adjustable rear shock, which is pretty nice. Yeah, that's really it. I don't really know what brake pads they're running in it, so I probably will change them out. The bike actually has quite a good history. It won a lot of races years ago basically. 2017, 2018 won a lot of races. So yeah, on paper it is a good bike, but we have came across a few problems of it. So yeah, that is the bike that I will hopefully be racing this time or earlier than this time next year. So yeah, that's the bike that we're basically going forward with for this project of being a sort of novice into racing. So that's the bike that we're going to take with us. You have heard me talk about the issues we have with the bike, and that it's basically quite a big issue that we had in our bike. So I'm not gonna lie, I did want to start racing this year. Okay, so the plan was to do a few track days this year and race. My first race was supposed to be June there. So there's a round of the Ulster Superbike Championship at Kirkson there in June. So that was in my head what I was going to aim for this year. So we got the bike October last year, I think it was, roughly. We done all the usual stuff, changed the oil, changed the spark plugs, changed the brake fluid, done all the stuff we needed to do, prepped the bike as best we could. And we done a track day at Kirkson and a track training day, at Mandela. So probably completed about altogether 25 laps on the bike between the two tracks. And yeah, everything was going great. I was having fun really. Again, that's my first time riding the bike. And it was early in the year, so it was March time. It was still very cold. I think the Mandela one was around St. Patrick's Day, so that's around the 17th of March, so it is still pretty cold. So it was always very cold. It was never wet, it was always dry, thankfully. But first time riding the bike in the cold, it was just a baptism of fire really. But I was enjoying it. I wasn't anywhere fast, and I probably won't be anywhere fast anytime soon, but I was just enjoying it. But unfortunately we had planned to do a third track day, which we did do. We got into the third session of the day and she was going well, and we actually have footage. I'm going to ask, can I actually get some of the footage of the bike at that track day? And okay. But unfortunately something major did go on the bike, and that's what I'm gonna show you next. So as you can see from the pictures, yeah, it all went pretty bad. The engine unfortunately expired on me in that third session of the day. As you see from the video, hopefully, that was on previous. We had just actually passed Dara, whose video that was. And it was going great. I came round next lap, and just on the start and finish line, the bike just didn't feel like it was pushing, pulling me the way it did in previous laps up and down the straight. So I thought, right, this doesn't feel great. I'll just, I started to roll off and I was going to pull it in, but I didn't even get that far. The bike completely expired on me. It threw a leg out of bed, and yeah, that was good night for that engine, basically. So it had bent Conrod number 4. It had done some serious damage. It threw a leg out of bed. Thankfully we were off the track when it happened, so I'd already pulled off, and I was literally had my thumb on the kill switch, and she made this clattering noise. I never even thought it was going to be anything as bad as that. It just lost power to me. So yeah, probably a bit of lack of experience on my part, but that was the last thing I was expecting it to do. So yeah, that was basically it. We blew an engine to pieces, and that was our season done basically. We tried to get an engine as quick as possible, but we couldn't really get our hands on one in time to sort of try to salvage the get out. So it took us probably three months to find an engine, and unfortunately to find an engine we had to buy another bike, but now we have two bikes. So basically the update with the bike is it has the new engine in it, but before I want to ride that, I'm going to get that engine completely refreshed, so for my own peace of mind and to save another whoopsie happening here. Basically the bike is going to get a full refresh and full rebuild, and yeah, then once it's back, then hopefully we can get a few track days in. We're probably going to be waiting until August time before we get the bike back. Hopefully it'll be going up here in the next week or two. We're waiting on a bike to come back so I can bring that one up, basically doing a swap over. So the fella I helped, Steve, at the racing, his FZRs currently up are getting refreshed for this year's Manx Grand Prix. So once that's finished, I'm going to bring that bike up and we're going to bring his bike back here for him. So yeah, basically that's all we're waiting on now, is to get the engine refreshed. And once the engine is refreshed, then we can start trying to make plans for getting back to track days, trying to make a bit of progress again and get these a few videos on the go. So yeah, that is the plans. Next video, I'm not sure. We could do another one here, or the next video could be us at the Southern 100. So I do plan on doing, I don't know what way I'm doing it yet, so leave it with me, but maybe a vlog a day, or maybe just vlog the whole week and throw it into one video, but I'm not too sure yet what the plan is on that. So yeah, that's all really. So we did blow up an engine in our third track day, and it wasn't great. It cost me a lot of money, but that's racing for you, isn't it? So yeah, please do stick around. If you've enjoyed this video, please do like it. Please do hit that subscribe button. It really does mean a lot. Thanks everyone for watching again. Until I see you again, have a good one.